Hey guys, this is Scott York, and I've got a couple of newspaper articles that I dug up on Steve Reeves that are going to illustrate his sense of humor. A lot of people thought that Steve was shy, maybe standoffish, didn't really want to mix and mingle very much unless he was with close friends, Jack LaLanne and his wife, George Eiferman, and some of the other folks, that were in his inner circle. So the first newspaper article is from 1948, and it's Adelaide, Australia. I'm just going to read this here. Bob Human, Adelaide physical culture expert, who was chosen a while ago as Mr. Australia. And I did a little research, and this gentleman, Bob Human, was the very first Mr. Australia. Has had a letter of congratulations from Mr. America. I think it only fitting, says Mr. America, he is Steve Reeves of Evanston, Illinois, that we, as the lucky winners of the highest physical honors in our respective countries, should be good pals. Let me know if I can do you any favors. Once again, this is in 1948. You are to be congratulated, Steve writes, all the more, Bob, because Australia turns out some pretty fine men. I was stationed there a short time during the war. There you go. There's the connection of why he would have this gentleman on his radar. Best of luck, champ. You have it coming. Your warm friend, Steve. So as you can see there on the screen, this is a screenshot of a newspaper article from 1948, Adelaide, Australia. Bob Human. I did a little research on Bob Human and I couldn't find any photos or any other information about him. It's 1948, 1949. So that's a tough search. If you know this person or if you have a photo of him, I'd love to see what he looked like in that Mr. Australia contest. And then what did he go on to do after? Well, next we have another newspaper article, and this is from 1948, also from The Advocate. And this is also Sydney. This is also Australia, Sydney, Australia, 1948. Um, Now, this is where Steve's sense of humor really shines through. The name of the article is Wants Photo of Lovely Legs. Sydney, Australia, Tuesday. Fred Newling, middle-aged married man who came second in the Goulburn Lovely Legs Quest on December 17th, has received a letter from Mr. America 1947. So Steve was 21 years old at this point. 21 years old. It is from Steve Reeves, 21-year-old lucky quote unquote winner. So Steve must have referred to himself as the lucky winner of the AAU annual competition to select America's finest male physique. He said he had also won a best legs and a best back contest. Enclosed is a photograph of himself, Steve, and asked for one in exchange. Sorry, I couldn't make out that word. And asked for one, a photo in exchange, and another of the famous legs. Mr. Newling is now advocating a Mr. Australia contest, excuse me, and he suggests that the winner should compete against Mr. America. There you go. I didn't make this stuff up, man. I found this online. I thought you might get a kick out of it. Steve definitely had a sense of humor throughout his whole life. I know George Helmers told me that he really loved, laughing and telling jokes, and definitely had a sense of humor. He didn't always show that side of him. I wonder if that's because, as he went to Hollywood and was groomed for major motion pictures, that he learned how to conduct himself a certain way. He had to always be on guard, perhaps because of the press. So it's refreshing to see a couple of newspaper articles that show a different side of him. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got more coming up, a couple of videos that I'm working on. If you have any questions or comments about this or anything else, please leave them below. I appreciate you guys' support, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.